When you enter the garden, you notice an arched trellis, and you hear the sounds of airplanes, birds of various species, bees, chickens, and maybe even the occasional barking dog. So what is going on here in June? We have gladiolus, flowering carrots, flowering broccoli, tomatoes, beans that are starting to set fruit all the way up the arched trellis. More carrot flowers, great for pollination. And tomatoes starting to flower. We did get a late start here, but better late than never. Start your garden today. All right, here we have some grapes. This is a purple grape, Concord grape. Another little tomato, little teeny weeny tomato. Some dwarf variety, I'm sure. This is coming out today, this cabbage. These are potatoes that were left over from last season. I guess I missed them. So we're gonna get those out. So the time to pick potatoes is when after it flowers. So you see here's a potato flower here after it flowers. Oh, is that the potato flower? No, it's not. That's part of the bean. Anyway, after it flowers and dies off, that's when you know your potatoes are ready. I'll show you potato flower a little later. I have another bed with potato flowers. More beans. We had purple beans here, Royal Burgundy. Blackberry, setting fruit. More fruit and flowers here. Swiss chard, cilantro, greens. These are radishes. This is this is a squash of some sort. I believe this is a Tithonia leftover sunflower from last year. It grew over 7 feet tall, and it looks like we have 2 of those here. We'll follow it along to see the journey for that. Kales getting wrecked by bugs. Calendula right here. Calendula. And more tomatoes. So these are the first 2. Have some strawberries up here. Hopefully these will not get eaten by the roly-poly-olies. I have this in a container, cucumber. Got a couple cucumbers on there. Echinacea coming back from last year. It is a perennial. It will come back every year once you get it established. And it will spread. The seeds spread easily. Dahlias. They have spread. But look, we have a bloom. How pretty is that? Our first dahlia. More tomatoes over here. They haven't been doing great. I believe this is a zinnia. Zinnia, Swiss chard, cucumber, setting fruit. Little tomatoes here, and more beans. And this is my tomato I'm fighting the blight with. It does not have any flowers yet. Lettuce going to seed. The carrot flower has fallen into the walkway. Bring these pollinators. We need to bring some more flowers in here. And this is stevia, a natural sweetener. I have this in 2 places. It came back from last year. I guess it's a perennial. Or either because it's in the mint family, it refuses to die. All right, let's go deeper in this bed. We have pepper, nasturtium, just getting started. Eggplant. This cabbage is coming out. There's a little wasp that lives under here. I'm keeping him for the hornworm control, hopefully. Let me see. I don't want to. Can you zoom in there? Can you see? I don't want to disturb you, but it's in there. There you go. I don't want to disturb his house. All right, and I have a little froggy that lives in here. He's not home today. Pepper. This is an overwintered pepper, and as you can see, it has a little bud in its spout. And there's a little flower, so you can overwinter your peppers if you are careful. This is probably 3 feet tall now, and I cut it down to save it. This is a blueberry bush. I'm gonna take a walk. Yeah, we'll go this way. This is an iris, mustards, kale, sorry, red Russian kale, and ultraviolet mustard. More nasturtium, another calendula. These are weeds built in amongst these greens here. All right, more ultraviolet mustard, crookneck squash, avocado from the compost. It's a little dwarf cherry bell. I think this was called cherry bell. I have to look back at my notes. Not cherry bell. It's a dwarf cherry tomato. This was supposed to go in the container. I mixed up the containers, and I have the dwarf in the ground and then indeterminate in the pot. So there's that. It's a little marigold struggling. So it's eating it alive. Roly-polies. I need a roly-poly solution in the comments right now. Roly-poly solution. And here is a pepper. I put some cinnamon down. And this is basil. Red Reuben basil or dark purple opal basil. I planted both. Cinnamon is not working for these invasive species that look like ladybugs that aren't ladybugs. But this is a cucumber plant here. And I was trying to train it up this tree branch to get to the fence. Because who wouldn't love to just have the cucumbers all on the fence line? All right, let's see if y'all do what I need you to do. All this rain. Supposed to be good for these plants. Oh, we have a nice little cucumber. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it. I put some cucumber in my water the other day and it was so good. This is the Chicago pickling variety because it's small. All right, that's that. Our Shreveport Rose decided to make an appearance this year. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, she's a beauty. Where you from, Shreveport? All right. More dahlias on the way. Chocolate mint here. This is the jade Brussels sprout. I'm letting go to seed. I only got one that actually went to seed. This one is trying to actually have some little Brussels. Cilantro dye. This is the potato patch. And let me show you the flower. The potato flower. So after this, the plant will die off and it'll be time to harvest. Yay! Onions for pollinators and for seed for next year. Here's one. And I'm saying next year, but really it's fall. This one's not quite ready yet. So oniony. Oh, we're starting to have some ripening in this container blueberry. Yay. We're gonna go here next. Yep, but first, strawberries hanging off the edge, trying to keep them from the roly-polies, but they seem to find them anyway. There's the second stevia, some radishes in the middle. All right, let's go back. There's a lacinato kale. More dahlias coming up. Bow. They're not quite ready. This is the high bush blueberry, and she is tall. She's probably about maybe 4 feet. This is lantana, or known as wild sage. It's very sagey. You can use it for tea. Lantana. Lots of radish in the middle. I just threw some radish seeds. Okra. This is the red burgundy, I believe, or the Jing orange. One of the two. Amongst the weeds here. So in June, I'm gonna have to come out here and do a lot of weeding. Here's some dill, cause this is not what's up. Calendula. More squash. And my 5-gallon bucket tomato here, setting flowers. And this little cucumber, this is a bush cucumber. And it's so tiny. It's really trying to produce here. It's so small. Basil. There's one little baby. I saw one little baby. There it is. One little baby squash. 2 little baby squash. 3 little baby squash. So we'll see if those are actually fertilized in the next few days. Remember, it's June 1st, 2026. This should be zucchini or something of the sort. More okra. Okra. Strawberries. And this is going to flower already. And we have some boy choy. It's supposed to be a smaller version of bok choy. And can't remember which. I think that's the red leaf lettuce. And ultraviolet mustard right there. And then we have the regular mustards I planted the other day. Replanted. And that's that for this one. Fig. It's the purple bell that I purchased. Clip the top and it's already, looks like it's already trying to grow back. Another squash I have here in the bucket, just for container gardening experiments here. It's only one in here. This is the only thing that's in this one. It's looking like a lot of male flowers. Oh no, there we go. There's one. There's one right there. There's a baby right there. And it's the tropical oasis, overgrown, but still pretty. I did not do anything in this year. Nothing survived last year, and I didn't even really want to try this year. So that is that. I'll probably end up taking these stakes up and moving them to support one of the tomatoes back there. And then this is my little tower that collapsed, but there are flowers here in mint. And I have the leaf of life here I'm trying to propagate. So I have 2 leaves here, hoping that'll catch. Leaf of life is supposed to be good for everything. Some little new growth right there. Cannot remember what Miss Murray told me this was. And it doesn't smell like anything I know, but it might be a flower. It's just a replant. All right, so my little strawberry patch. It's got a lot of strawberries, but every time I come out, well, actually this one is actually good, but then I don't want to pick it so early. And if I come out here tomorrow, it'll be eaten. That's just how it is. All right, lots of flowers here. I mean, lots of leaves and greenery in here, not many flowers. But these will bear all season long. These strawberries will bear all season. Container potatoes. And hot pepper. Hasn't done much, gotten eaten. Container hot pepper. And this is more peppers, I believe. All right, we have a peach. This is Kai's peach. He picked this one out. This is my peach. So this peach is 3rd year in the container. And we have 2 peaches here. 3. This is your 3rd year in the container. So after this season, you definitely got to go into something bigger, because I'm not putting you in the ground. Not yet. And then this one, we just got it this season, and it's got 1 big nice peach on it. All right, over here we have another grapevine. This is the green grape, I believe, not the purple. And it actually has some grapes on here. Yay. Yay for grapes. All right, a little seating area. This is mint, and lemon balm. This is supposed to be here to help with mosquitoes if you want to sit around outside. Oh, lemon balm smells so good. But right now it's like growing mosquitoes. So let me give that to the peachy. We've had rain every day. I think it's supposed to rain again today. There we go. All right, this side of the last box, lettuce going to seed. Radish that is looking bad, so I'm gonna just let it stay there. Yeah, they all look kind of small. This one had some flowers on it yesterday. This is another tomato variety. I thought I saw flowers on here yesterday. Am I mistaken? It's possible. Huh, okay. And that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Coming along on this nice little garden walk. Stay tuned to watch what's growing for the rest of the season.